Hey everybody, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we're back for another episode of Occupy Mars. So we're at the beginning, and what I did was we're going to redo this. I went and did some research and found out that I was pretty much doing everything wrong that you could do wrong, and so we're going to restart this. Unlike the demo, this is a lot different, and so we learned some lessons by watching some of our other friends' videos and going to the website and looking it up and doing some research. And one of the first things I learned was that coming in as a tourist is a huge mistake. We don't want to do that. But the best thing you can do is come in as a scientist. Some of these things have changed down here because we're coming in as a scientist. These rows, I was wrong. I thought this was the easier level here, but it's not. This actually is the easiest level. This is the medium, and this is the hardest. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by going with the scientists. We're going to make some adjustments up here. We're going to go with this. And everything over here is going to be small. And we're going to move the rocks down here like this. And we are going to find a spot to go to. That's not it. Go back this way. I think this one is it here. Yes. This is the best spot to go to is Elysium. So we're going to go there. And we're going to hit start. We're going to double check everything here, make sure everything's the same. Yep. And so we'll push start. So we did learn a couple of things that are going to be very helpful. One, we learned that you can rotate the raise and lower and rotate the placeables by using the arrow pad on your keyboard. Of course, up and down arrows will raise it up and down, and the right and left arrows will move it you spin it to the right or left on its axis. Let's get started.
Landing sequence completed.
Okay, so we've landed and we're going to get ready to get out of the vehicle and do some things. I've got something I got to do at my desk right here, so bear with me for a second. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so if you look on the right side and the bottom, just like every time we start the game, it's got these little boxes that need to be checked. So we're going to grab the blowtorch. Now, anything that has a button
Item.
or a handle that you have to engage has to be, the only way you can put it in your inventory is by right clicking after you picked it up. So I'm going to right click my mouse and it will put it away. Everything else you can use the left mouse button to put it away. And some things you can hold the left mouse after you go across the object. You can just hold the left mouse button down and it will just automatically put it in your inventory.
New item.
We need the grinder and the drill.
New item. New message.
Okay, so we completed those items that it wanted. We'll look at the messages really quick. It wants us to collect all the items from the build items from the capsule. We're going to actually collect everything from the capsule. I'm going to grab as much as we can, and then we'll grab the build items last. And we're going to transfer everything over to the rover. For this, I can just hold it down and it'll go in. Now, the screws won't do that for some reason. I don't know why, but I can left click a second time.
Message.
Look at the incoming message in just a second. As soon as we get all this stuff picked up.
New item.
That's got a button or power button, so we're going to do that. Some of these canisters are the same way.
New item.
Okay, so we've got all that stuff. Let's get the motor. Get the plates. Now you can pick up all the plates just by holding down on the left mouse button and put it right in your inventory. For some reason, it won't do that with the steel plates. Okay, so our inventory is full. We're going to have to drop this. Oh, I took it finally. And then we've got all that food. But let's look at it's going to tell us to open the door, I believe. Yep, open the capsule door. Okay, so let's open it.
Incoming message.
Now it's going to tell us to collect any box. Okay, so we're going to collect all the boxes, but let's look at our inventory. I think it's full. Oh, we got one more space. And I don't think it will pick all these up. Okay, so we got all those. Now let me see how many we have in our inventory of the food. Looks like a little picnic basket. It's right there. It says we have 24. So I guess we get less of them as a scientist than we did as a...
Information.
We step outside, information pops up. It tells us A and D to move, jump, space, all that stuff. Okay, so let's go over to the rover and store all this stuff. Okay, I'm going to right click on one and then I'm going to go transfer all. So it moves in there. There's lots of storage in here, so it's really nice. Now we're going to go back and collect the rest of the items that are in the capsule. Such as the hose, the extra cable,
New item.
and that should be everything, I believe. So yeah, you get less food as a scientist, but you have better growing power, as you'll see as we get down in the video more. So that's everything. I'm going to come out and I'm going to close the capsule. There's no point in leaving it open right now. Okay, so it wants us to pick up all these boxes. So I'm going to pick them up. Before I do that, I want to look at my inventory and I want to see what's in my inventory slots. Okay, so I'm going to move this down. I'm going to move this to the number 1 slot. I'm going to move the water one back over here. I'm going to move this to number 2. We're going to move this down here. Now we're going to pick up all of these things. That's the workshop, rock crusher. Where is the well? I want to pick it up first. There's the well.
New message.
Find the water spot. Okay, so we'll take care of that as soon as we get all this stuff picked up. They're not large, they're medium. I thought they were large. Okay, so that should be everything. All right. Find the water spot. Let's go stow all this stuff first, and then we will look for the water spot. Okay, so we don't have anything in our bags now. So it wants us to find the water spot. And for that, we're going to need the tool for that, which is, let me look through here real quick. I'm not seeing it. It may be on our bar already. So let's look on our inventory bar. It is. It's right here. And there is this. Okay, so what we do want to equip is our oxygen, our water, which looks like a water bottle. That's not it. Move that up next to that one. There it is, top left. I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to put our food in there. That way we have them with us and we can use them whenever we want. The other things we're going to put in here right now are the building stuff. We're going to need the greenhouse. Now I can hold down control left, my left control, and then left click this, and it'll move it into our, automatically move it into the inventory. And we want the workshop, small crusher, the transformer, the battery pack, well, and that stuff. So, okay, so we've got all that. Now we can go over here and start to address these things it wants us to do, which is first it wants us to look for the water. We're going to click this.
Incoming message.
We don't see water in our thing. It's red. It's out of space, so we need to go and find it. So we'll put that away and look in our messages, and it says find the water spot. Okay, so what we're going to do is jump into this, close it up.
Oxygen source external.
Open this up, make sure my suit's charged.
Suit recharged.
And go get in the seat. And we're going to look for a circular, round, wet water spot. shouldn't be too far. And there it is right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and park over there. And we'll left click to get out of the vehicle. We'll open the door up. Step out. And we'll put our... And there it is. And now we're going to hit Y.
New message.
Which locks that in. Oops. And it says find the water spot. So we've already entered the rover. We found the water spot and we did the Y thing. Now we need to track the water spot. So we're going to open the map. We're going to spread out. There's the water spots. We're going to use our left mouse to move because if you use the Y, it will make a mark. I'm going to right click, and we're going to track. And we're just going to leave it white. Okay, so now that we have that done, check water spot for now. We did that just now. Maybe it won't let us use white. Maybe we have to use something else. So we'll go here, we'll go track, and we'll go there. There we go.
Message.
Let's look and see what the message says. Go to the water spot and equip the spectral detector. Okay, so we're going to walk through the water spot, which is way over here. And then we're going to equip the spectral detector.
New message.
Now it's telling us to build a well. Okay, so we're going to open our inventory. We're going to look for the well. Which is right here, and we're going to put it in the number 3 spot. So I'm going to look around and decide where I want to build here. And I think where I'm going to build is right over here. And so when I get ready to put the well down, I'm going to hit 3. And I'm going to move it way over here. And then I'm going to rotate it because I want it to feed in the direction that I want my building to be. I don't like the angle it's at, so I can adjust myself by moving around like this. I'm going to lower it down. I still don't like that. I want it to be a little more square with the landscape that I'm going to be heading towards. I want it to face a certain direction, and it's not gonna. Maybe we can't build over here. Maybe we should build on this side here, on the edge. Let's rotate this and see if it's more square. That looks a little more square. We'll call it good right there. Now it wants us to build the basic buildings, which we will do. Let's start with the workshop. We'll put the workshop here, and then we're going to drop the greenhouse. So we'll put the workshop here and then the greenhouse. Workshop is in number 4. I'm going to move it out here, and I'm going to rotate it around so the power is on our side. Miss it? I don't see it. Where is the power? It should show up. Let me move it over here and see if the contrast allow me to see where the power is at on this building. That's really important. And I can't seem to see the power on this, where the power side is, for some reason. So I'm going to hit 3. I'm going to hit 1 and take it off, and then I'm going to hit 3 again. Maybe that will make the difference. There it is. Now I can see this power source. So I'm going to put the power source facing this way. I'll move this out just a little more. And I think we're going to put it right about here. There we go. Next thing we're going to drop, we're going to look at the message that it sent. It wants the transformer, 4 solar panels, and the rock crusher. And we're going to add the greenhouse first. Greenhouse is in number 5, I think. Nope. We need to pick that back up. Where's our greenhouse? It's in number 4. Okay, so as you can see, it's got an intake here. We want to rotate it. So we can get it lined up. It's the way it has to be lined up right there. Bang. Okay, so now we're coupled with that. Now we want to build the rock crusher. But I don't want to do that yet. I want to build the solar panels and all that first. I want to find a good spot for the solar panels that's going to collect sun all the time. So let's go to inventory. And let's grab the solar panels and put them in number 3. We will put the battery pack in number 2. We'll move the hose off because we're not going to be using that yet. And we're going to put the transformer. Okay, so we're ready to go. Let's do our solar panels first. And they are in the number 3 slot. Okay, so the arrow is telling us where it's landed at. Let's move these out a little more. I want this right about here. I'm going to hit 3 again, and I'm going to move over. I want to try to keep them in line. Then we're going to hit another one. Oops, wrong one. Okay, and then we're going to move it out as well. We want to try to keep these in line. I want to try to keep them all in line. Okay, so we have our solar panels all built. Now we need to run back to the rover because we're going to build one more thing. Okay, so what we're going to want to do right here is I'm going to move the rock crusher all the way over here. I'm going to move these up here, like this. And then we are going to grab all our materials, building materials. So we're going to grab the aluminum plate. Oops, wrong one. Wrong button. Actually, we can keep that, keep that, keep that, keep that, keep that. We can keep that. Electronics. We don't need the grout. I'm going to keep the water hose. We don't need the grout. We're going to keep that. That. We have small pipe already, so we don't need that. We don't need the jackhammer. We don't need the seed magazine. We don't need the planting tool. Okay. So Now we're going to take all these materials. Wait. Yeah, we're going to take all these materials and we're going to run back over there where we were. And we are going to build a solar panel, which is going to give us some points. It's going to serve a purpose. So I'm going to grab that solar panel. I'm going to set it right here. I'm going to go tab, blueprints, electric, solar panel, bam. And I'm going to drop it. I'm going to use my torch to build it. We got to get pretty close to this thing for it. Okay, so we built this solar panel. And what that's done is if I open this up and I go to the tech tree and we go to electricity, we now have 4 points. And I did that so that we can do these.
New blueprint.
3.
New blueprint. New blueprint.
Come on. Right over. There we go. I did that so that we could get to this. Industrial energy storage.
New blueprint.
What that also did was move us from making small panels to the medium solar panels, which is the same size as the ones we have here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and open my inventory. I'm going to grab my grinder. I'm going to put it in the number 3 slot. And I'm going to hit that 3 slot. And I'm going to cut this down. Okay, so all those materials went back into our inventory. If you look on the left of my screen here, you can see small pipe, solar cell, small engine, blah, blah, blah. So we got all those parts back. I always look on the ground just to make sure something didn't fall off. And so now we have that situation. So what we're going to do next is build our transformers and stuff. I'm going to open up my inventory. And there's a transformer, there's the battery pack, and we're going to build the battery pack first, which is in slot 4. And we're going to set the battery pack right about here. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to lower it. Maybe not quite that low. And then I'm going to go ahead and click build. I'm going to then move over a little bit, and then I'm going to hit the number 5 slot so that I can build this. I'm going to rotate. I'm going to lower. And I'm going to move it over just a couple spots. That ought to be good. We'll call it good. So it's getting on tonight. It's going to get cold here pretty quick. I'm going to run around the other side real fast. Over here. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I will build it here. I'm going to build the rock crusher next. Now, one of the guys built it on the other side. Maybe I'll do that after all. Because it looks nice and it's close to being in the right position. Okay. So we'll put the rock crusher down here, I guess. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. The rock crusher is not in the action bar. Let's go ahead and put it in the action bar in the number 4 spot. And we'll go 4. And we'll move it up a little bit. No, I don't like how that came out. That's a little close right there. So maybe we'll put it like right there. And then I want to bring it down a little bit. And we'll put it right.
Incoming message.
Let's see what the message is about. Apply electricity to the basic building. And we'll do that after we sleep. So we're going to run back to the rover and go catch us some Z's. We need to eat some. We need to hydrate ourselves and eat some water and put some oxygen in our Oxygen tank.
Oxygen source external.
So,
Suit recharged.
all right. So we need to eat and stuff. So I'm going to go inventory and we'll eat some food, drink some water,
Water refilled.
put some oxygen in our tank.
Oxygen refilled.
Although it doesn't matter because we're inside of here, but I'd probably forget in the morning if I didn't. Sleep. So the building's going a lot easier.
Warning.
It's going to give a cold warning in a minute. Building's going a lot easier this way, the way this setup is being
Slow
done.
temperature warning.
And I learned a couple other things that are going to be nice. Come on. There we go. All right. So let's open the door. All right. So we're out here and we are going and we are building. And it wants us to hook up power. Okay. So before we do that, I'm going to come over here to the battery and I'm going to go ahead and hit tab. I'm going to go to blueprints and I'm going to go to battery pack upgrade. And we're going to build a couple of those. And so I'm going to set it right here next to that one. Once you build it like this, you can't move on and put another one down. You have to build it first. So I'm going to go to my torch. I'm going to come up and I'm going to build it. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit tab again. I'm going to go to blueprint, battery pack upgrade, and I'm going to build another one. And then I'm going to back up, get my blueprint again, battery pack upgrade, and we're going to build another one. That gives us 3. Okay, I should have showed you before I did this, but before we started this first battery pack here was only capable of holding 200 kilowatts of power. Now it will be capable of holding 1100 kilowatts. That's what those 3 battery pack upgrades did. And that's huge because we have to feed power to 2 different buildings here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is connect power to this from the solar panels. And so we will do that now. Run over our solar panels and I will hit the number 6. We will plug it in. And we will take it over and connect it into the number 1 spot on our transformer. Remember, yellow's in, blue's out. That's socket 4. We want to go to number 1. Actually, let's put this in number 3. We don't want to cross wires. Okay. Now we'll run over to this one. Do the same thing. Hit number 6. We will open the plug it in, drag the cable, and we will put this one in number 2. And we'll do the last one over here now. Six. Plug it up. Grab the cable. drag it back over, and we will put this in the number 1 slot. Okay, so now we have power. We're going to connect that power to our battery power now. Which cable was this one? This one is which? Number 2. Number 3. So that's number 1. All right, so we're going to get our cable out, plug it in. I'm going to grab this cable, and we're going to take it over and plug it in here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Now it's telling us how it's delegating the electricity. But what we're going to do is change that. We want it to be 100% here. 0 at all the rest of them. So what that's going to do is it's going to start sending all the juice straight to this, because what we need to do now is we need to start charging this thing up as fast as we can. We want as much energy in there as we can. So what we'll do next is we will connect. How much juice was in there? 37. Okay, so I'm going to wait a few minutes and let that charge a little bit. What we can do here is this will give us water only. It won't give us oxygen. The solar panel is only powerful enough to supply for oxygen. What we're going to do is take a cord from here. We'll get number 6. Go ahead and open that up. Number 6, and we're going to plug that in, and we will pick up the cord, and we will take it over and plug it in here. Now it won't provide oxygen, which is why it's not necessary for it to provide power to it right now. Let's make sure it isn't supplying power to it. It's not. They're all 0 except for the top one. And because you have to have an upgrade to this machine for it to be able to feed oxygen. And so this way we're prepared, the cable's already there, and so we don't have to mess with it. Another thing we're going to want to do is run power to the house and out to the rock crusher. So we'll come over here. We'll open this up. You'll hit number 6. Actually, let's do it from the house. Here, open this up, hit number 6, we'll plug it in, we'll pick up the cable, we'll stretch it over to here, and we'll plug it right into there. All right, so it's not getting any power yet because we're not feeding any power to the house yet, because before that can happen, we have to make adjustment here. So I haven't started sending any power over there yet, and so we're just going to wait until we get finished with some other things first. And then the next thing we're going to do is plug into number 3 right here. So we'll hit 6. Actually, let's do it from the rock, because we're going to feed power to the rock crusher. I think that's what yes, it's supply electricity to the rock crusher and electricity to the workshop. What we're going to do is we're going to open that up. We are going to hit number 6. We're going to plug that in. And we're going to grab the cable. And we're going to drag the cable around this end. And we're going to take it over and plug it in. Whoops. We got a little too far here. We didn't need to go that far. Actually, we went way far, which is going to leave us with a mess. We're going to run this back over here. I'm going to drop that. We don't want all that cable sticking out. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Sorry about that. Let's take that cable, we'll drop it. Then I'll be able to pick it all up. Now we can start over. We'll go 6. Plug it in. Grab the cable and we'll take off. And this time we'll get it where it needs to go without crossing a bunch of stuff. Try to keep the cables close to the building as I can so they don't look so bad. We're going to run over this way. And we're going to come back over here. And we're going to plug this into the number 3 slot. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. All right. So let's see how much power we have built up now. 247. Okay, so if you look at the buildings, and as soon as you get close to it and you look at a building and you look down in the lower left corner, it says workshop, and then it says error, it says needs power 0 of 10. So this is only requiring 10 power to make the lights work, but the structure requires 25 power because there's 2 buildings.
Oxygen, 75%.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here. We're going to go to our little meter. And we're going to give it 25 power. And call it good. Okay, so if we come back over here, that little light should turn from yellow. It was red, and then it's yellow now. It should turn green there in a minute. There it is. Okay, so that satisfied that responsibility. Now we need to go look and see what the rock crusher needs. And I think I'm pretty sure it's 10 is what it needs to run. Yeah, it needs 10 power. But from what I've seen from other people that have done that, if I supply 10, it won't be enough. So I'm going to give it 12 because that makes sure that it gets enough power. And that's going to be coming from this. Right here. So if I look down at the crusher, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
New message.
And as you can see, it was just enough to set it off. Okay, so now we've got the building and the rock crusher done. Let's go look and see what the message is. Build the workshop interior, build the airlock, CO2 scrubber, workshop printer, and small hydrophonic shelves. Okay, so we're not going to do the hydrophonic shelves over there, and we're going to make our... Let me look at where we're at. I've seen them, some people put it on this end, and then some people at the front right there. So I don't really... kind of like it at this end. But we're going to be traveling in and out of this thing, getting stuff for the food, so I think we're going to put it back here. So I don't even... Do we have the... That's not it. I don't think we have the airlocks with us. Nope, that's small engine. We have to go back over. I'm going to need to go back over to the rover. What time is it? It's already 14:33, so we want to hurry up here. So we want the airlocks. There they are. And we'll put those up here. I'm going to put those in the number 4 spot. And then we're going to go back over here. I shouldn't be running, because that eats your food and your hydration up faster. I'm just trying to get this done before it starts getting cold and dark. We've got a lot of stuff to do yet for the end of this episode. All right, so we're going to put the airlocks on here. And then we're going to put another one on there. Okay, and then in our inventory, do we have it? No, we don't, but I'll get it. We're going to need the ramp. Okay, so now things have changed. We've added these airlocks. That's going to cause the necessary power to go up. So let's look at our building and see what it says. Needs power. See, now our light's yellow again, so we're going to run back over here. Let's see what it needs. It says we're getting 8.33 and it says it needs 10. So it's 25 to 30. So we're going to move that up. Or it's not going to come off of that. It's going to come off of this. I'm going to move that up from 25. You know what? Let's go 50. That should make it more than enough. Look, the light's green again. And that way we don't have to mess with it, because next we want to add water. Here's our inventory. I don't think we have any water hose. We do. So let's put the water hose up here at the number 5 spots. And let's go ahead and connect the water. Grab this. Let's put it right here. You know what? I don't want to do that. Let's take that back off. I have a better idea. I'm going to go, and we're going to hook it directly up to the greenhouse. We don't really need water in the main thing, and this is where it's going to need the most water. So let's go ahead and hit 5. Connect this up. Let's drag the water hose, and let's drag it right down around to the water. What is it now? 16, so we got like 2 hours, but it goes like in minutes. And then we walk this over, connect it up. Okay, so now we've got water for the greenhouse. What do we have in our inventory as far as stuff? So we need to go get rid of some stuff and get some more stuff out of the rover. Kind of far away from where we were, but I didn't know where we were going to be setting things, and I didn't want it to be in the way. All right, so some of the things we don't need is we don't need electronics, we don't need the screws, we don't need the motors, don't need that. But what we do need is plant incubator, 3D printer, seed modification machine, field, CO2 scrubber, compositor, and that. Anything else in here we need? Are we missing something? I think that's it. All right, so it's getting dark already, so we need to get this done. Let's get back over here. Let's look and see what our power looks like, because it's going to change drastically once we stick this stuff in. Let's see. So right now we're at, it's ready. It's using 10, and it's not giving us any kind of indication of what is going to be needed. Let's get up here. Come on.
Low pressure line. Equalizing pressure.
Okay. So, first things first. Tab. Inventory. Let's take this off. Take this off. Let's take this off. That off. Put this in here. Where is the seed modification? Plant incubator. We'll put that down here. Composter. We'll put right there. Seed modification right there. Printer and CO2 scrubber. Okay, so first thing we're going to put down is in the number 1 slot. It's going to be the incubator. Number 2, we have these. These are going to go here. What's in number 3? See, inventory. I got to see what I'm putting down. It's hard to tell. That's the composter and the seed modifier. Okay, so I'm going to put the composter back over here. And the seed modifier, which is in the number 4 slot, is going to go right there. Six is the oxygen scrubber. I'm going to put it right there. And 7 is the printer, I think. Or 5 is the printer. I'm going to put it right there. And then we're going to open this up. Look at the messages. Build small hydroponic shelf. Okay, so I'm going to go to open. And then right here in this thing, I'm going to go ahead and push this. Nope, that's not going to work. Track objective. Okay, yeah, so it's no longer showing up on our screen. Oh, and yes, it is. It wants me to build the small shelves, but we don't have them because we built this. And I need to see our inventory. And this needs to go down here. Like that. But we don't have a small deal, So I don't know what that's going to expect us to do. We need to get the food and stuff going pretty soon here. We need to go finish getting everything out of this that we can. We're going to take it all out and bring it over and stick it inside the building. So I'm going to right click, transfer all. So there's a few things left still that we didn't get. But I don't think, see, it never gave us a small. So that just doesn't make any sense. Now we could put the bed down in here and sleep, but I want to see what this is saying for the building. Giving us any information now. I don't know if we're doing something wrong. There we go. Workshop's ready. Use 15. Structure use 15. This one is 25 and it's using 25. So that's like 35. So we still have extra power to go. Let me see if I got lucky. Inventory. Is it in here? Nope, I don't see it. Let's go get rid of this stuff. We're going to store all this. We're going to stow all this stuff in the printer. Make room. That's not it. Inventory. There we go. So we're going to just put all of this stuff over there. Not the tools, not these. This stuff. We don't need the jackhammer yet. I'm going to keep the scene managing that. Electronics, steel plate, this. And then we need to get this going over here. So what I'm going to do is open these up. We need to start growing stuff. We're going to starve to death. I'm going to open my inventory. I'm going to move my seed machine up here. The number 1 slot. And then I'm going to start planting this. I've got the wrong thing. Inventory, that's not the seeder. This is the grinder. We don't want to use that. This is what we need right here. Okay. Nope, yes, that is it. No, that's not it. What is this? Planting tool. I don't know why it looks like that. It didn't look like that before. So it's saying we have expected significant temperature drop in an hour. So it's saying that we have. Okay, so it is shooting. So what we want to do is plant stuff in here.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
Kind of slow at this stuff. I get these all done. Not wasting it. Come on. Out of 44%. We got 40% left. Okay, so let's put this away. Close these things down. And we need to set up the water. And then we can go to sleep. We're going to go over here to this machine. And we're going to go to demand, and we're going to click the demand number, and it'll automatically put it in there. We should be good to go. All right. Did we happen to get the bed with us? No, we didn't. We don't have the bed. All right. So we need to go over to the rover. Go to sleep.
Equalizing pressure. Low temperature warning. Low pressure warning. Equalizing pressure.
We need to go get in the rover before we die. We need to move this rover tomorrow. Okay. Let's close this.
Oxygen source. External.
Charge our suit.
Suit recharged.
Okay. Now let's open our inventory and let's eat. Water.
Water refilled.
Oxygen.
Refilled.
Let's look at the bed. Okay, so we don't have that long to go. We're going to go till 8. Sleep. So we won't utilize as much food and water while we're sleeping. Okay, it's morning. Okay, so let's start this thing up. And let's go ahead and move this thing. So we're closer to where we need it to be. We can access it easier. Okay, so let's go check our power and stuff, see how it's doing. We're doing pretty good on everything. Come on. Oh, I can't see it in this mode. I have to be in this. Okay, so it says structure use is 0 because we're not doing anything in there. Not have anything running. Over here is different. 21, and we're using 6. The structure use is 21.10. So we're doing pretty good. All right. So all this is now set up. It's giving us drama because it wants us to build small hydraulic shelves. I could try to make that. Let's get the rest of the stuff out of here. I could try to make one just to satisfy and get it off the screen. Is there a ramp here? See, I could have swore this came with a ramp. I guess it doesn't. It might be in the, maybe in the, maybe in the printer and I just didn't see it. Okay. So let's go over here. We also need the bed as well.
Equalizing pressure. Low pressure warning. Equalizing pressure. Low pressure warning. Equalizing pressure.
All right. So let's run over here and let's see what we got in the inventory here and see if the bed's in there. Is the bed? Nope. I don't even see the bed anymore. I wonder what happened to the bed. And no ramp. There was a ramp as well. Maybe this doesn't come with the ramp. I don't know for a fact it did. And maybe it doesn't come with the bed either. Because this is a scientist, it's different than what we were using before. Maybe we have to build that stuff. So let's go ahead and move the screws over, the motors over, small pipe, electronics, steel plate, aluminum plate. We already have small pipe, we don't need that. What's this? First aid, and the grout. I don't think we need the grout, but I want to see if we can build this small hydroponic shelves. Let me look at the message again and see if I can't fix this somehow. This is showing the things that's complete. Basic buildings was complete. Yeah, see, it's not being. Let's just do it this way. Maybe that will get rid of it. Nope. So let's look and see what it's going to take to build a small. Let's see, food, large hydroponic shelf. See, it doesn't even have a small one in here, so I can't build that. Which is really frustrating. Maybe the printer has it. Let me go take a look. Water bottle. Nope. Does not. Planting tool. Planting crate. It doesn't even have a bed in here. So I don't know what that's about. How are we supposed to sleep? Small plant crate. Plant crate. I bet I know what it is. Tab. Blueprints. Living. Workshop. Yeah, these are the buildings. Resources. Egg rock crusher. So I don't know what the heck we're supposed to do. How are we supposed to sleep? It won't even let us get a bed. Wait a second. What's this stuff? Is that a bed? Yeah, it is. We could actually make a bed. A pack of screws, 2 aluminum plate, and 4 small pipe. What's this? Food processing unit. Plant incubator. Small hydroponic shelf. So let's go ahead and make that. We don't want it in here. We want it over here. Well, it doesn't really matter. Actually, it's going to make me leave it in here because I built it in here. We'll just put it there for right now. 2. Oh, that's the wrong one. We just dropped it. That was the seed thing. We want that back. Okay. So number 2 is what we need to build this.
New message.
Okay, so now it's done. We can grind it and take it back apart. New message, no messages. No more missions. No more. See, so we're through with the beginning part. Okay, so let's go inventory. Where's my grinder? Put it in number 3. Get out number 3 and let's grind this back out. Okay. So that completed all that stuff. And see, that's ways, there's always ways around stuff. How's this thing looking? Thing seems to be holding steady. Take a look at this real quick. So the health of the food is going to be the blue bar at the very bottom with the plus sign next to it. And it's at 12.17. Let's close that back down. And all of these should basically be the same. They should be at 12.17 because I turned the water on at the same time. Okay. So this is the composter. What you do is you throw stuff in here from the waste tank and from the wilted food or plants, and it turns them into fertilizer, and then you bring that stuff up, and you bring that stuff over here, and that's how you make plant food and stuff, plant seeds and whatnot. And there's some other things that we need to get. What's this thing telling us? This is telling us what's going on in the room, what the temperature is. It's 21 degrees. It's pretty cold in here. I wonder if this is supposed to be that cold. I don't know what that's about. So I think that's where we're going to leave it today. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I think we did a pretty good job. Things are looking up a lot better than that last video that we made last week.
Equalizing pressure.
We got a way better handle on how things work now.
Equalizing pressure.
Let's go take a look at some of our power stuff. I think it looks a lot better. Things are in the right order. I want to build a bed and start sleeping inside there instead of being in the rover, but I also don't want to jump the gun in case I need to build something else. So we are at 234.9. We really want to get that up to, and that just dropped down again. And so we're going to probably need to add another battery pack to this, or build another transformer so we can add some more solar panels. More solar panels would probably make it a lot better. Yeah, we can put another solar panel up, or we could put 4 more up, put it into a transformer, and then connect that transformer to this transformer and daisy chain it, and send a lot more power into these batteries. But we'll see. That's for future stuff. We can fill our own water. We can't now because we have that in there. I think there's a tea that we can get, and then we'd be able to fill our own water from here as well. Drag anything. Or there may be a place inside now where we can get water from. Actually, I think we can. I think we can refill our oxygen from in here.
Equalizing pressure. Low pressure line. Equalizing pressure.
I think this thing will let us fill our oxygen and stuff. No bottles to fill. Well, this isn't even running. No wonder we're having problems. I forgot to start it. Jeez, I hope we don't lose the plants. Because I think this thing kicks the temperature up. So it's still got good health. And it's at 1450, so we're doing good. Which means the power has changed. Oh, look, it's showing the green symbol for plant growth. Yeah, I want a way to fill my water bottle. There's got to be a way to do that. And I don't know if it's from the side of this thing right here, or somewhere on this machine. Got to be a way to do that. I think this is a oxygen or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, let's go at the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. Please hit that like button. For every like I get, that helps us. Makes our videos more visible. We appreciate you. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.